Get a deal too with Toro Financing. See your participating dealer for details. Toro, count on it. Available at Parker Farm Service, 126 Bessie Drive, at the Oak Grove Road Highway 74 bypass, Kings Mountain.
Gamble's BP Auto Repair in Uptown Shelby is your one stop for gas and repair work on your vehicle. You can get quality BP gasoline, and Bill Gamble and his staff can do light and medium repair work on all types of vehicles, including work on CV joints, water pumps, alternators, and service and repair work on your car's air conditioning and heating systems. They can change your oil and lubricate your vehicle as well. And now Gamble's has tires. Come see the good selection of new tires at Gamble's BP Auto Repair, the Calv at Warren Streets in Uptown Shelby.
Here's a special money-saving message from Putnam Distributors in Patterson Springs. If you use petroleum products, you should consider a generic brand. Major brands charge premium rates covering national advertising and promotions. Good generic brand packages their own products and meets manufacturer specifications, and they can sell at a lower price because of lower overhead. Our generic brands include Wolfhead, Coastal, AutoGuard, and Lubriguard. Buy these brands and you cut your costs. See Putnam Distributors, 1626 Peterson Drive, Patterson Springs. Be sure to pick up this week's What's Up Shopper and check out the Essener Auto Sales ad. Play the new Essener Auto Sales Sports Trivia. Get the sports trivia question right, and you could win a free $10 gift certificate to your choice of the Western Sizzlin' or the Clock. And check out the great buy.
Back at Veterans Phil Keeter Stadium, Dan Greer along with Buddy Ramey, and just about ready to get Game 5 underway here for Shelby here in the top of the first inning. It'll be Jackson Mims, C.J. Brooks, and Evan Olases. And our scoreboard again brought to you by Medical Arts Pharmacy, located on Grover Street near the hospital, and its 19th year sponsoring our scoreboard and our local sports on WOHS. And with the play-by-play in Game 5, let's turn it back over to Buddy Ramey.
Thank you, Dan. Left-hander Hunter Conley on the mound once again for post 321, and he starts the game off with a fastball fouled right side and not out of play, but out of reach of first baseman Jared Fortune. And the count 0-1 on Jackson Mims. Now, Conley, I believe you said, Dan, had 5 innings that he could pitch.
Yes.
Is 12 innings the most in one day that you can?
Well, 12 innings in a 72-hour period. So, the day he's already pitched 7, so he got 5 more to go. So in this 72-hour period, in fact, he won't be able to pitch for a couple more days after today if they should win this game.
The 0-1 pitch is outside, even in the count at 1-1. Well, I can't imagine he would be wanting or be able to pitch anyway after this game. 1-1 on the outside corner, 1 ball, 2 strikes. He's ahead in the count to Jackson Mims.
Jackson had a 1 hit and scored the Shelby run back in that first game.
There's a grounder to short. Seiler up with it, throws on the run. Over to Fortune in time to get Mims 1 down. That'll bring up the left fielder, C.J. Brooks. And I noticed between these 2 games that Conley was throwing a good bit in the bullpen. Breaking ball misses low, ball 1. I could tell, though, by the way he looked in the first game, his stuff is not like he had in that game 1. Next pitch on the outside corner of the fastball, 1-1.
Now, he did not strike out a batter, but he had great defense behind him. Shelby hit the ball, of course, but defense did the job.
There's a 1-1 hit up the middle, base hit. C.J. Brooks back where it came from. A 1-out single to center field.
And Shelby's defense had another good game. They only one error in the game, and they had a great series defensively, Post 82 has.
It's two solid ball clubs and two teams that are pretty evenly matched as we go to Game 5. And Evan Loasis at the plate, our Aura Supermarket player to watch, takes a breaking ball over the outside corner, 0-1. C.J. Brooks at first, nobody out, top of the first inning. Next pitch is low, ball 1-1-1.
You know, Post 82, pitching-wise, is going to have to cut down the base on balls, which really hurt them in the first game.
1-1 check swing, didn't mean to, but it's going to put him in a hole, Evan is, as he falls behind 1-2. And the count to Hunter Conley, the lefty, for Huntersville. Off speed, ripped between third and short into left field, base hit. And Dan, it'll surprise me if Conley can make it 5 innings, even though he could, by the rules, pitch 5 innings. I think Post 82's got a great opportunity to knock him around a little bit here.
Yeah, get on him early and get the runs on the board and knock him out early, yeah.
Nick Triplett, the center fielder and cleanup batter at the plate, first and second, 1 out. Conley comes set. His first pitch is low, ball 1 to Triplett.
But Conley did what he was supposed to do in that first game for Huntersville. He's their ace, and he won the game they had to win.
You're absolutely right. As the 1-0 pitch is fouled back off the screen, 1-1. He got him to Game 5, but they may be asking a little much of the youngster here starting this Game 5 after just finishing 7 complete in Game 4. Pitch off the outside corner, 2 balls and a strike to Nick Triplett. And Nick should get a good pitch here. A 2-1 count, runners at first and second. Good rip to right center field. Going back on it quickly, Duncan, still going back, can't get to it. At least 1 run will score. Heading to second, standing at second. Here comes the relay throw. And the second runner is nailed at the plate, Evan Loasis, but an RBI double by Nick Triplett. He takes third on the relay throw. And Post 82 is on the board first. They lead at 1-0 on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. So Triplett down at third base now. Loasis was nailed at the plate on the relay throw.
And they took a chance with Evan because he's got good speed, and that's the reason I let him go on. And he is very close at the plate, but he was out.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And Brock Melton at the plate now with 2 down. And Conley just doesn't seem to have any velocity on his pitches at all. First pitch in there for a called strike, however. He's definitely not the same pitcher, though. Next pitch swung on a missed. 0-2, but I'm sure he'd be tickled to death if he can get out of this first inning with only 1 run scored.
Melton had a hit, one of the 4 Shelby hits in that first game.
0-2 pitch is drilled to right center field. On the run, Duncan dives and makes the catch. My goodness, Connor Duncan robbing Brock Melton of an RBI double. And that'll do it for Shelby here in the top half of the first inning.
For Post 82, 1 run on 3 hits. There were no errors and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the first inning on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. Post 82 1, and Huntersville coming to bat on Big O Country, WOHS and WCSL. And you're watching the game tonight on whatsupshopper.com.
With over 130 automobiles on the lot. Down payments start at $499. See the entire inventory at SNRAutosales.com. SNR Auto Sales, 417 South Post Road in Shelby, located right next to Bojangles.
Spring is here. It's time to start those projects you've been putting off all winter long. And the place to start is Cleveland Lumber Company in Shelby. Brighten up your home with a new coat of Benjamin Moore paint. You'll find every color under the sun along with all of your painting supplies. Build a deck for those summer cookouts. Fix that leaky faucet in the bathroom. Or put in those new windows you've been wanting. Whatever the project, see Cleveland Lumber Company, 217 Arrowwood Street in Shelby. The projects start and end with Cleveland Lumber Company.
Your engagement is a defining moment in your life, and Wright's Jewelry in Boston can help you choose the engagement ring to perfectly reflect your commitment to her. Whether a princess cut or round brilliant diamond is her choice, Wright's can set it in the ring mounting that will ensure she says yes. Choose from a large selection of beautiful wedding and engagement sets. Serving our area since 1937. Visit Wright's Jewelry, Highway 18 North in Boston, or online at wrightsjewelrystore.com.
We come back to Veterans Field Keeter Stadium, go to the bottom of the first inning, 1-0. Post 82 leads it. The Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. Defensively, C.J. Brooks in left, center field, Nick Triplett, right field, Evan Lovases, Brock Melton at first, Cody Fitch, Cody Fitch at second. Dustin Green is at shortstop. Third base this evening is Jackson Mims. And of course, on the mound for Post 82. Pitching.
Cody Fitch is on the mound.
Cody Fitch on the mound. That's Chandler Young at second. And battery, of course, Fitch on the mound and Smith at behind the plate. And Sobo leads it off.
And Sobo, the count 1-1 on him as he fouls the 1-0 pitch behind the plate.
Remember, Cody pitched the first 5 innings in game 1 down at Huntersville on Monday night.
As 1-1 fastball is well outside. The count 2 balls, 1 strike. Sobo had 3 hits and 4 trips to the plate in game 1, or I should say game 4 earlier this afternoon. 2-1 breaking ball lifted right center field, pretty well hit. On the run, Nick Triplett can't get there. And standing at second with a leadoff double, Jared Sobo. That'll bring up the third baseman, Kurt Stabasevsky. Stabasevsky was 1 for 2, but also reached 4 times on base on balls in the first game this afternoon. Fitch's first pitch, a fastball outside, ball 1. You mentioned earlier, Dan, Post 82 pitching gave up 9 walks and a hit batsman. In the first game, there's a liner twisting foul into the bullpen area, right field side, and the count even 1-1.
When you get this far into the playoffs, you don't need to be issuing those freebies as much as Post 82 did in this afternoon's game 4.
They will come back to bite you, that's for sure. Nobody out, runner at second. Bottom of the first inning, Post 82, the visiting team, even though we're playing at Veterans Field here. There's a breaking ball back to the mound. Checks the runner back. Throws to first. Good play, Cody Fitch. 1 down. So Stabasevsky retired, and that'll send to the plate right fielder Will Champion.
Champion had 3 hits in their earlier game today.
Fitch, a couple of looks at Sobo at second, and now he'll look again and step off the rubber to get the runner back. 1 down, bottom of the first. Jared Sobo at second for Huntersville. Breaking ball hit toward third under the glove of the third baseman Mims. Dustin Green comes up with it, but no chance to get Champion. It'll be an infield hit. Sobo advances to third.
So Champion hot in that first game at the plate this afternoon. Starts off with a base here in the second game.
And Huntersville with a lot of team speed, and when they put the ball in play, sometimes tough to really get them, and they leg a lot of stuff out. Hunter Conley now at the plate. Pitch as the runner goes from first off of the mid of Riley Smith all the way to the screen. Run scores, and the runner stealing second moves to third. So that'll go as a pass ball, and the count 1-0 on Conley.
And we're tied at 1 now.
And Will Champion all the way over to third base.
Sherrill will post 100 awaiting the winner of this game.
Right-hander Cody Fitch on the mound. 1-1 count, one down runner at third. Comes set. Chopper foul, first base side. And Cody will move ahead in the count 1-2. Post 82 trying to advance over the number 1 seed from the eastern part of Division 4. Area 4, I should say, Eastern Division. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Hit to center field and hit well. Going back on it, Nick Triplett. He'll make the play, but it's plenty deep enough to score Champion from third on the sacrifice fly.
So Conley helps his own cause again here.
That brings up first baseman Jared Fortune with the bases empty now and 2 down. Takes a fastball outside, ball 1 from Fitch. Huntersville leads it here in the bottom of the first inning. Let up over. Count goes to 1-1. Fortune, a left-handed hitting first baseman. Takes a look at a 1-1 that's low, and it's 2-1. Fitch ready with the 2-1. That's outside. 3-1. Right-hander's 3-1 pitch. That's over for a called strike. 3-2 on the Huntersville first baseman. Payoff pitch from Fitch. Just inside with a fastball, and Jared Fortune reaches with a 2-out walk.
Batter will be the shortstop, number 11, Eric Seiler.
First walk of this ball game by post 82 pitching. That sends up the shortstop, Eric Seiler. Fitch comes set. Breaking ball, inside corner, called strike 0-1.
Seiler was 0 for 4 in this afternoon's first game. About the only Huntersville batter that didn't get on base during the game. They had a bunch of base runners.
Fitch comes set. Next pitch, breaking ball misses inside this time, 1-1. 2 runs in to give Huntersville a 2-1 lead here in the bottom half of the first inning. Runner threatens to go and then holds up, pitches outside. And the count 2-1 on Eric Seiler. Off the plate with the 2-1 fastball, and it's now 3-1. Two down, runner at first. Here's the 3-1 pitch, swung on a missed. And the count goes full, 3-2 on Eric Seiler. Cody Fitch trying to get out of this first inning and put post 82 back at the plate to hopefully do some more damage offensively. A little bit of work with the rosin bag for Cody Fitch, and now he's ready. Runner going with 2 down, and the 3-2 pitch, low, ball 4. And Seiler on with a 2-out walk. Runners first and second, and that'll send up center fielder Connor Duncan.
Duncan this afternoon in the earlier game had 2 hits, scored a couple runs.
Duncan, a left-handed hitting center fielder with speed to burn. Takes the first pitch inside, ball 1.
I'll tell you what, when you have that many bases on balls in a game like the early one and this one, the umpires have real narrow strike zones.
The 1-0 is outside, ball 2. You got a point, Dan. When you're not around the plate, sometimes you don't get the benefit when you do throw a pitch that could go either way.
Mr. Conley in the first game, he walked too late in the game, but Shelby was hitting the ball and winning strikeouts, and it didn't come down to a 3-2 count on anybody much.
2-0 pitch is over for a called strike. 2-1 now on Duncan. 2 out in the inning, a couple of runs in. Runners at first and second for Huntersville. Fitch with a couple of looks at second, and that is about 1 look too many for Duncan as he steps out and calls time.
Atlanta Braves baseball returns tomorrow afternoon. Braves at home against the Mets. 1:20 airtime tomorrow on Big O Country.
There's a looping liner, left field line, going to fall in for a base hit. C.J. Brooks up with it, gets it in quickly to keep Fortune from scoring. Bases will be loaded now for left fielder Cameron Underwood. And that will bring out Coach Mike Grayson out of the Shelby Post 82 dugout.
Again, winner of this game goes on to take on Cherryville. If Post 82 wins the game 1 of the next best of 5 series, the Area 4 semifinal series, will be at Fraley Field in Cherryville tomorrow night. Now, if Huntersville wins this game and moves to the semifinal series, the first game will be at North Meck High School tomorrow night.
So the meeting is over with, and Coach Mike Grayson headed back to the dugout. Left fielder Cameron Underwood, number 8 hitter in the lineup for Huntersville at the plate with bases loaded, 2 down. Big at bat, really, for both teams. Post 82 trying to get out of this with no further damage. Curveball misses inside, ball 1. Next pitch outside, ball 2. Underwood was 1 for 2 in the first game. He was also hit by a pitch and reached on a walk. (2-0) is over. Count 2-1 on the Huntersville left fielder with 2 down. Bases full for post 321. 2-1 pitch, swung and a miss. That was a big one. That runs the count now to 2-2. You want to go after him right here on the 2-2 count and not push that count full again. Cody from the stretch. Pitch is chopped toward short. It's going to be a tough play, however. Going to second. Just in time to get the force. And that will end the inning. I think that was the only play he had, Dan.
It was, and but it ends the inning. And Huntersville with 2 runs on 3 hits. There were no errors, and the bases left full. we go to the second inning on the Medical Arts Farmview scoreboard, and Huntersville leading post 82, 2-1 on Big O Country and whatsupshopper.com.
Nature commands not just how fast a plant can grow, but also the shape and direction it grows in. Almost invisible to the human eye, grass can grow up to 5 inches a week. That's 1/1000th of an inch every second minute.
Manage the wild with chainsaws, trimmers, blowers, and lawnmowers from Husqvarna. Husqvarna, taming the wild.
Your local Husqvarna sales and service dealer is Elliott Supply, Highway 182 in Polkville.
As a parent, every choice that I make is an important one, including which automobile insurance is right for my family. GMAC Insurance and Witherspoon Insurance Agency offer the solutions that I need. They understand the importance of automobiles in my life, and that I depend on quality service to get me where I want to go. Security comes from the knowledge that there's always someone to assist me whenever I may need it. And in the event of an accident, they will handle my claim fairly and quickly. GMAC Insurance and Witherspoon Insurance Agency. They keep my life moving.
Baseball, the national pastime. It's basic, simple. In a time when, for a lot of Americans, many things are not. Your local Allstate agent can help make things a bit easier by saving you money on car insurance. Right off the bat, safe drivers can save up to 25%. Are you in good hands?
Your local Allstate agent is Chris McDaniel at the Chris McDaniel Allstate Insurance Agency, 404 Cherryville Road across from the YMCA in Shelby. Call 704-484-3463.
Pitcher Cody Fitch. Comes up empty on the first pitch fastball on the outside part of the plate, 0-1. Next pitch misses high, evening the count at 1-1. Cody 0 for 1 with a walk in the first game. He lifts the second pitch to shallow right center field. Calling forward second baseman Sobo. He'll make the play. A couple of steps in the outfield grass for out number 2.
Next batter will be shortstop number 1, Dustin Green.
Brings up shortstop Dustin Green with 2 down and nobody on. Strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Oh, 1 fastball up and in. Count goes to 1-1. Conley's next pitch swung on and missed. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Dustin did not play in the earlier game this afternoon. I'm surely saving him and giving him rest because I'm pretty sure we'll see him on the mound next inning or so.
The 1-2 is in the dirt, 2-2. Conley ready with the 2-2. Curveball swung and a missed. Takes care of Dustin Green and Shelby here in the second.
3 up, 3 down, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We go to the bottom of the second inning on the Medical Arts Farmview scoreboard. Huntersville leads at 2-1 over Shelby, and you're listening to tonight's game on Big O Country, WOHS, and WCSL, and watching it on whatsupshopper.com.
Summertime is wedding time. If you've got a wedding in your near future, see Chadwick's Bridal and Formals in Shelby. For over 35 years, Chadwick's has been dressing up Shelby and Cleveland County. They are your tuxedo headquarters. Rent 5 and get the 6th one free. No matter the occasion, Chadwick's can dress you up. See Chadwick's Bridal and Formals, 806 West Warren Street in Shelby. It's time to spring into Keys Carbon and Floor Covered in Shelby for the best possible deals on flooring for your home or business. No matter the job, big or small, Keys Carpet and Floor Covering is there to help you with all of your floor covering needs at a price that you can afford. Come on in and Keith will be happy to go out and give you an estimate on your flooring needs. Plus, you get professional installation. That's Keys Carpet and Floor Covering, 1162 East Marion Street in Shelby.
Hi.
Who's that pitching? 15? Was that correct? Oh, that's still a pitch. Come back to Veterans Keeter Stadium and go to the bottom of the second inning on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. Huntersville leading post 82 2-1. And for Huntersville here, Jake Pern will lead it off. Then we go back top of the order, Jared Sobo and Kurt Stavashevsky.
And the count 1-0 on Pern. Next pitch in the dirt, 55-footer, and it's 2-0 on the Huntersville catcher. A couple of changes. Evan Lawson is behind the plate now. Jay Siegel takes over for Evan in right field. Over for a strike, 2-1. Cody ready with the 2-1, fouled off. First base side. Count now 2-2. We're in the bottom of the second inning in a 7-inning game. Game 5 of our best-of-5 series, 2-2, all square at this point. Put Huntersville with a 2-1 lead in this ball game. Cody Fitch ready with the 2-2, little looping liner that'll fall into center field for a base hit.
Fourth hit of the game for Huntersville.
So Pern on with the leadoff single, back to the top of the order now, and Jared Sobo. Sobo doubled. His first trip to the plate in the first inning.
And later scored the first run of the game for Huntersville.
Right-hander throwing now, the Huntersville bullpen. First pitch to Sobo, outside, ball 1.
Loases goes out to talk briefly with Cody Fitch. Evan spent most of the high school season behind the plate for Coach Chris Emery at Shelby High, but the Legion season, Buddy, he's been mainly out in right field most of the time.
Yeah, more often than not, he's been in the outfield.
He has played some at first. Has caught maybe a couple games.
Nobody out. Pern at first. And Sobo the batter. The count 1-0. Right-hander Cody Fitch on the mound. 1-0 is low and away, 2-0. Nobody throwing to this point in the Shelby bullpen. As I mentioned a little bit earlier, right-hander beginning to loosen up in the Huntersville bullpen area. Fitch looks over at the runner, the 2-0. High ball 3, and I think Cody was a little upset at that call. It looked pretty decent, but Coach Mike Grayson's going to make a trip to the mound now.
See if we.
Cody may be shook up a little bit, Dan.
Yeah,
he may be hurt.
And he will leave the mound. We're going to have a pitching change for post 82, I believe, and I think Dustin Green, is that who's coming on, or let's see. Yeah, Cody, but Dustin Green will come on the pitch, and while we have this pitching change, Jam and Jay's called the bullpen for post 82. Let's take this 90-second timeout on WOHS.
This is Woody Durham for Mark Dedman's Carolina Trophies in Shelby. Through the years, I've seen a lot of trophies and plaques, and none appear nicer than those which come from Mark Dedman's Carolina Trophies. Their guarantee is not just a guarantee, but a promise for courteous service, the absolute lowest price, quality products, on-time delivery, and most of all, your satisfaction. Awards for all occasions plus rubber stamps and engraving. That's Mark Dedman's Carolina Trophies in Shelby.
Carolina Energies is your heating and air service experts. They service all brands and feature complete installations. 24-hour service with on-call technicians is available. Carolina Energies also features electrical services, including lighting, recess lighting, receptacles, and service upgrades. Plus, they will troubleshoot and repair. They sell, install, and service generators. No job too small. Call Carolina Energies for all your energy needs. 704-482-9561. Carolina Energies, 515 North DeKalb Street, Shelby.
Good luck to all, both of those two teams.
Well, the Jam & Jay's Pizza Factory call to the bullpen for Shelby has brought on Dustin Green to pitch. And I want to thank Jam & Jay's, located on Grove Street just behind the Golden Corral on 74 in Shelby. And the first batter he'll face with a 2-0 count, or 3-0 count. 3-0 is Jared Sobo.
And his first pitch is over for called strike, 3-1. Cody Fitch left the mound. He'll be at second base now. Chandler Young moves from second over to short to occupy that position vacated by Dustin Green when he went to the mound. Right-hander comes set. 3-1 pitch is lined in the middle and to center field for a base hit. Sobo 2 for 2.
That's his fifth hit of the day. He had 3 hits in that first game.
So runners at first and second now. Still nobody out for a third baseman, Kurt Stabaszewski. And on the infield grass, first and third. Looking for the sacrifice bunt. Dustin Green comes set. A couple of looks at second. Breaking ball, bunted toward third, and it rolls foul.
Dustin Green gets over that quickly and picks it up while it's in foul territory.
So the count 0-1 on Stabaszewski. Nobody out, first and second for Huntersville here in the bottom of the second. And Huntersville with a 2-1 lead on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. Dustin Green comes set. And he takes a little more time than Stabaszewski cared for, and he steps out and calls time. Here's the 0-1 breaking ball. It's over for a strike, 0-2 on the Huntersville third baseman, and he wasn't showing bunt there. Green comes set, couple of looks at second, and a long second look. There's the curveball outside, and the count goes to a ball.